Hi, I'm Chris.
Hi, I'm straight.
Cool.
Hi, welcome to the show. If you haven't watched the title, this is where I make my straight friends watch their first season of RuPaul's Drag Race. Also, thank you so much to Delta Nutra for helping sponsor this show. They specialize in this essential 82 that helps with age and glow. Does it feel different having come back from DragCon and also like being on the set?
It does actually. I think it feels really different for me. I've been enjoying watching it, but it has been a little bit like, oh, okay, it's Friday morning, you know, let's watch, let's go record. And it definitely helped me put the whole show into a bigger cultural perspective.
I think it made me think of it more as just a spectator and just enjoying the culture as opposed to always, you know, feeling the need to like critique everything, which I think made it a lot more fun watching it this time around.
On that note, back to critiquing. Do you guys have anything to say about attempts to create like this Aquaria storyline of like how she doesn't realize how she's being perceived and people are like, oh, I feel like she's a little bit like she's not coming off the right way?
I'm wondering if Aquarius is the new Vixen. I don't think it's anyone's job to give other people their moment,
especially in a competition.
Show,
yeah.
Right.
I don't know about you guys, but I don't even want to talk about this challenge.
Yeah, that shit was dumb.
It's just like pure eye candy fan service. So
yeah, that's not true because Pure Eye Candy would not have a sponsorship in there, and obviously that was just an elongated ad for that fucking underwear company or whatever.
This week, I feel like it was interesting. The performances in the challenge were sort of noticeably, to me, like noticeably good or bad. I thought that Ross and Michelle were kind of mean in the.
I thought so too.
Yeah, they were.
Like, okay, Eureka's one I kind of understood, and I kind of felt like they were setting Eureka up to go on this one.
Right.
Because Eureka was just
kind
not,
of.
Did she have the Ivy Winters line?
Yeah.
Yeah. Okay.
Like she just wasn't able to get down like that gunshot.
That was weird.
That was super weird, right?
That was so weird for someone who's fought so hard to be and stay on the show.
There were like a few takes where she literally like mouthed out.
Yeah.
Where she was like, and, and I was like,
That's really funny though. Even on a technical level, like if you're forgetting your lines, like there's no way you're not gonna get roasted to some degree. But I feel like Ross and Michelle, I feel like they roasted sometimes for the sake of. Oh, roasting.
Totally, 100%.
Yeah,
like,
it felt like
it feels like they're just turning up the heat.
Yeah.
Because it's later in the season. And they're like, oh shit, gotta get real intense.
You can criticize someone while having more of a tone of, okay, we're in this together. You know, like I'm criticizing you so you can be better prepared for the competition. But I feel the vibe I got from Ross and Michelle was more like almost like, I can't believe you fucked up on that. Like that's so basic.
I actually do think that most of their direction was useful.
Okay.
It was just that it was delivered in such a like bitchy tone.
I think a prime example of what the two of you are saying is, I think it was specifically when Eureka, who, you know, to be fair, was not doing that great because of that weird gun action. When she wasn't pronouncing Ivy Winters, right? This is my worst nightmare.
Right.
Asking everybody to say it to like really like hurt your ego, right? Like that would really hurt me to literally be like, hey, look, everybody else can do it, so why the fuck can't you do it?
It's like some weird mean elementary school teacher.
Totally.
It's like, you know, she heard you say it the same way that you made everyone else say it. So the repetition, I don't think, added to the education. Parasailing though.
Yeah, that was funny.
She did great.
Yeah, that was funny.
She killed it.
I was very surprised because she didn't go broad with her Sarah Palin impression.
See, I think
She went just very, but it still played.
No, I still think it played,
Yeah.
but again, this is me being hypercritical of because we know that it's all manufactured reality, but like I made a note saying like how much of it is just because like she's like the last and like the freshest character that's being added last into the scene, you know?
Oh, like in context of the script.
Totally.
It might be it's like the best it's the best character.
Well, she gets the most
just like
impact. You know how it is, man. At an open mic, if you play mid to end, you'll do better than if you open.
You'll probably the most memorable one just because you stick with people, and also you know like they intentionally made her like visually stark. And her personality and visuals in stark contrast with everybody else.
Right.
So I'm wondering like how much of that was being fed by that difference as opposed to like, oh, she's doing really well. Because like, I mean, I think she did really well, but like, I honestly don't know if Asia did better than anybody else.
And again, that goes to, the assigning. And I thought it was a good point that, and kind of almost meta commentary that, RuPaul was talking to Aquaria about, how did you choose who you assigned the roles? Was it strategic?
Right.
And Aquaria was like, well, I guess it was a little strategic. And then, if you wanted to, you could really read that as a commentary on the show in general. Right? How did you choose who got which roles? Like that's some Westworld shit.
Whoa.
That's some Westworld like puzzle
Or drag
box
race
shit.
within the drag race. I'm just glad I got a reference on the show, like to Westworld. I was like, I understand that.
Okay, now let's go into the runway. What do you guys think about Miss Cracker?
I like this look.
Yeah.
Like they said, like, man, I come from like New York. I come from the Northeast. Like, you don't see this look very often out on the West Coast, but that's a very like Upper West Side.
Yeah.
New York. That's a great look.
And
I like the fur on the shoulder.
I think the fur could have been bigger though. It felt kind of teeny. But I do like it.
I like that it was only on one shoulder though.
Yes.
Yes,
Yeah.
it has to be. So I thought that was a great look.
I don't like those shoes though. They're brown. What,
Is it
Yeah,
the
the
color?
brown.
Yeah.
The brown.
why are you wearing brown? Why are you wearing brown shoes with that outfit?
What color would you have?
Silver.
Silver, right.
Gunmetal.
Right, just a.
Gunmetal, white, black,
Or like
just
a
plain
lavender-
black. Yeah.
lavender or
Lavender would be really
Yeah.
cute.
At first, I was a little confused by ages. I was like, oh, that's not really. But then I thought of like, like black grandmothers that I know, and I was like, oh,
Yeah.
that makes a lot of sense. The slides are very crucial.
Are accurate, yeah.
I love slides.
Super cute. Can relate. Can relate.
Slides.
If she didn't sell it with her physicality, the look on its own
Yeah.
was not enough.
No.
Yeah, Monet's was a little on the nose for me. It was a little.
You seem to like it, Leo.
I do think the hair is incredible.
Yeah.
Oh,
There.
that.
It's very dark.
I thought the ugly reveal was really funny.
Yeah.
Right?
It was just really funny.
The point that I think Abby or Alana put out that like she
Right.
looked more like a character in a sketch show than a drag
That's
show.
that's totally
Yeah.
fair.
That was very on point though. Yeah, I'm a big fan of Rick Owens, and so Michelle LeMay is his wife.
Yeah.
And I thought it was really dope that Aquaria referenced Michelle LeMay.
But then do you guys agree with the judges'
Saying that it-
critiques that she won a different runway and that it didn't fit
Yeah.
enough with the theme?
I think
That didn't look old enough?
the comment that made the most sense to me was like, she's young as shit, so of course that's what she's gonna imagine like grown old to look like.
Right. She just needed to make it a little bit more messy and like bring it down a little bit.
Her shoes were fly as shit.
Yeah.
Oh, I love those shoes.
That was very Rick.
Like
That was very Rick Owens.
for a shoe that's flat.
Oh, this look. It made me think of if Dolores Umbridge and Dumbledore had a baby.
This to me, when I saw this, was when I was like, oh, they're gonna put her on the lip sync.
Oh,
I knew
instantly.
Before I've talked about like taking a risk and it doesn't work, but that's fine because you took a risk.
This isn't a risk.
There's no risk here. That's
Yeah.
The problem isn't that it's so bad. The problem is that it's not distinct enough to be bad or good.
Right.
Which in itself makes it bad.
Yeah, exactly. It looks like something that Melissa McCarthy's character would wear in like an SNL sketch.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It's as ugly as that stupid denim look that she had.
Yeah.
Except this time she didn't do well in the challenge.
Exactly. Oh, Cameron Michaels.
I liked Cameron.
I really like this
The
one.
mannerisms really sold it.
Yeah.
Right?
Especially
Even like the
make-
slump in the
makeup.
shoulders,
Yeah.
the hunch in the back. It's very well done.
It might be a hotly debated topic of like, well, should she have won since like she was able to get a mask?
Part of the game though, right? Like having the mask.
And
Right.
the mask wouldn't have saved Eureka.
Yeah.
No, it wouldn't.
That's a good
Right.
point.
That's a great point.
I thought this was a really good lip sync.
This was a good lip sync, and
was
also
a
like
really
this is
good
a
one.
good song.
Yes.
Both of them really lip synced for their life, like for
Yeah.
real. You
Yeah.
know, like they earned.
I mean, when they announced that
Yeah.
Cameron at first was gonna stay, and we didn't know.
Yeah. Oh my god.
I actually disagree. I thought that Eureka should have stayed because I felt like she created like an upwards arc of energy, where I felt like Cameron came
Was a
out
little bit-
super strong,
and so it just-
and then it. I mean, I don't think she
plateaued.
let it down, but it just kind of was more flat. Yeah, Eureka used the stage more, got down to the split, did the crazy rotation thing.
That rotation, that was when I was, that's
crazy.
wild right there. I've never seen that
crazy
in my life.
That's
before.
athletic. That's
You
straight
know.
up athletic.
Double drop.
Oh my god.
Right? That has been a strategy in past lip syncs before. We're battling and then I'm like watching with the corner of my eye and I'm like bitch, I know that you're gonna do a split, so I'm gonna split with you to make sure that like you're not gonna upstage me.
Yeah, that was great.
It's
Wow.
amazing.
I would have been fine with Eureka leaving if her lip sync was any weaker.
Yeah.
Right?
Just a
But,
hair
like,
weaker, yeah, probably would have.
But she really, like, it was very, like, she gave everything she had.
Yeah, she marked that
And
shit.
so how could you not?
Yeah.
You know?
As someone who's making this show, I was like, oh god damn it, like no one's going home. I have to go through 6 people again. We're not making progress on like getting to the end of the show.
Come on.
Now that was interesting because I did wonder as a business decision, right? Like, so
Right.
that adds another week to the shoot schedule. That's just more sponsorships they need to acquire. That's another episode, which, you know, reality does not cost a lot per episode, but it costs.
Yeah.
So they've got to know they've got at least 1 or 2 mulligans in the shoot schedule so that, you know, so that they can secure
because
enough sponsors, so they can secure enough themes.
Enough sponsors and also because like the network orders like a certain number of episodes,
Exactly.
right?
Right.
Exactly. So
Exactly.
so they almost guaranteed they built it in so they knew that there would be 1 week where
Right.
they would be able to keep everyone.
But it's entirely possible, Jason, that they might be planning to do a double elimination later.
That's actually true. Most likely they built it in that they knew at some point before episode whatever, they do keep both so that later on they're going to do a double elimination.
It's
Like-
who knows?
That seems more interesting to me than just
Exactly.
having a mulligan and then just letting it ride out one at a time again.
Go ahead and do your plugs.
You can find me on all social media at LeoXia Music. That's LeoXia Music.
Yeah, check out all my social media, all my music. It's at Jason Chu Music, Jason CHU Music. Yeah, looking forward to seeing your guys' comments for this episode.
I have a Patreon and a Discord channel that you can join. Yeah, besides that, thanks so much, everybody. We're very excited to see you guys next week.
Peace.
In like a different way, like
Yeah.
there's been a lip sync before where someone did a split, like at one end, and then they literally like go all the way to the other side of the catwalk
Oh,
Damn.
of that T in that split.
gotta respect that. Gotta respect that.